Hello everybody, my name is Roland Riches and today I'll be your host. This is the Community Corner of Ward 3 and today we're with the City Councilor of Ward 3, Chris Fonseca, and Sophia Osman, the person responsible for this amazing posters right here. So today we're just going to be talking a little about what happened last week at the Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center. It was a Black History Art Gallery that was held by the NYCE program. And we're just going to talk a bit about what happened and ask these two people what they feel inspired them and helped to create this amazing event. So I'm going to start with you, Chris. Thank you and nice for having you here today. So I'm just going to ask, how did you hear about the event at the Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center?
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you to you, Roland, for hosting today.
Thank you.
And to you, Sophia, for agreeing to be on Community Corner and
Thank
for
you.
coming up
so
with
much.
the questions. It's just,
My
it's
pleasure.
amazing to have young people like yourselves leading the way in the community. And I heard about the Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center Art, Black History Art showcase through Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center. I was invited to attend by Dixie Bloor neighborhood staff, and I was very excited to be able to come and see the artwork. And when I did arrive, I was blown away.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, how did the event go to you? How was it like? What were the things? What was the one thing that caught you? What was the one thing that stood out the most out of everything?
Well, a few things stood out. One, I loved how the event was hosted. It was right in Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center. It illustrated that within Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center, you are using the resources there as young people within Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center. So that stood out. I'm so glad that you chose to showcase within Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center. I think the other thing that stood out is how proud you were.
Yeah.
And you could see that a lot of effort went into, number one, the artwork and the artists and the amount of time. I asked a lot of questions about how you came up with your artwork, and I know you're going to speak to that in a little while. But also, you presented not only the artwork and the artists, but it was all about community and what Black History Month means to you in the community as well, and that really came across. So I thought it was wonderful, and it was, thank you very much. It was wonderful to be there.
Thank you too. So I would just like to ask, how can an event like this help better the community in a greater way?
Well, I think it betters the community in that, number one, Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center is right in the heart of Ward 3 and in the community. It's a hub location, and so it betters the community in that it is an opportunity for students like yourselves to network with each other, get to know each other, have the opportunity to, if you have a goal or an objective or something that you would like to try to achieve, you're able to do that using the resources of the services. The great staff at Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center are able to, through an event like this, help you and guide you along the way to achieving that goal. It's also an opportunity event like this to showcase what young people are doing in the community. And different families within the community also access Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center. So an event like this really talks to neighborhood building, community building, but also citizen building.
Sure, that's very important. So finally, I would like to ask you, what are some of the other events you'd like to see happening at the Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center?
I think any event that is allowing anyone that is accessing the services at Dixie Bloor to be able to participate, not only in hosting the event, but also in creating the event. So in this case, Dixie Bloor showcased the event, they hosted the event, but there was also residents that accessed the services at Dixie Bloor that the whole event was created around the artwork and celebrating Black History Month. So anything that showcases and celebrates the community and shows how beneficial having a center like Dixie Bloor is as a community hub and I'm excited to attend. And also the fact that young people are involved, I think, is really important as well. So kudos to you as young people involved, but also to the staff at Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center for hosting an event like this.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you, it's nice having you here. So I'm now gonna move over a bit over to you, Sophia.
All right.
By the way, I have to tell you, these are some amazing posters right here.
Well, thank you so
This is
very
awesome.
much. Thank you.
Okay, so what inspired you to make, these posters?
Well, these actually did start off as a school project, oddly enough, and from there I did talk to the NYCE staff at DBNC, and they kind of encouraged me to continue on and just kind of make more of these posters. I actually started off with Malcolm X, and then from there just moved on with the other 9. Unfortunately, only 3 of them are here today, but yeah, so through them, they are basically what influenced me to do this.
Okay, so how did you pick the specific people, specific inspirational people for this event?
Well, while researching and talking to the NYCE staff, we kind of went through these people, and we kind of decided that they were very important educational tools, and we just wanted to use these people to kind of educate the community and show them that there are important people out there, that this all does revolve around, the African Canadian community.
Sure. So thank you very much, and now I'm just gonna get a bit personal with this. So how did these people, or any one of these people, influence you as a person,
Well, I have to say that William Hall did influence me the most, because I do come from a heavily influenced military family, and he was one of the people that stood out because he did earn a Victorian Cross, and that really did speak out to me, and I just found that very honorable. So he's, I guess, what influences me the most.
Okay. So from these events, what did you pick out? What did you learn from this event?
Well, I did learn about a lot about these people, and not only did I learn about the people, I also learned a lot about the community, as how we just kind of all stood together and kind of managed to pull through with this event. And it's not only about Black history, it's just about the community in general, and I found that, I guess, the most amazing, and I guess that's what taught me a lot, just being able to grow through people.
Sure. Okay. Finally, I'd just like to ask, how has being at the Dixie Bloor Neighborhood Center helped you as it influenced you as a person, anyway?
Well, I ended up growing through them. I realized that when I first came here, I was a completely different person, and thanks to the staff and the youth that do come there, I grew incredibly. It's just from when I did come here, I remember being that very shy, quiet girl, and then through them, I kind of grew, and I am now where I am today, and they have influenced me and taught me so much, and I'm very grateful for them. And,
All right, thank you so much, Sophia. So everybody, now we've come to the end of this interview, and it was awesome being with Chris Fonseca and Sophia Osman.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for staying with us. Hope to see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.